Hello. All right, let's I was working on the mod anyways. Let's get to it. It's cold in here, man. It's cold in here. All right. So I'm in the process of going back through my spells here. I enhanced a couple systems. I'm adding a shrink and a grow spell. And I think I now have support for AoE spell effects as well. So that's all fun. Let's see, what was I in the process of doing? That's right, I have to go through all of these kind of spells. Let me copy this. Treant, Whale, and Wolf. Those are good. Lich Form is over here. I also enhanced my buff system as well. Hey, Asterbrook. Let's see, so Lich Form's been my kind of poster child on how I want to do things. I embedded something to automatically apply modifiers, so I don't have to like call the same lines of code each time. Now it's all handled within the spell effect system itself. I don't know what it is. I don't think I like M&Ms that much these days. I taste like the chemical dye. I think I'd rather have Hershey Kisses. Hey, Oder. Hey, Vice, how goes it today? It is cold in this room. I've been working in here all day. Like first thing in the morning, like I could see my breath in here. It was that cold. Kinda sucked. I've been trying to keep warm and work. And now that I'm modding, I'm like, let me take off my winter coat so I look kind of normal for the stream. I'm doing pretty good, though. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Let's go to... Alright, so all the spells that actually add a stat, I need to change to this new systems, right? So Endless Breath isn't going to have any. Fly may. Yeah, so Fly actually has an empty buff modifier. So what I'm going to have to do is cut this out and paste it into here. And then here I am going to want to put this in. We are going to make this based on health instead of mana, which means I can now get rid of this, and I can get rid of this. And then we have to update the flight system. Cold is better than it being 90 outside. You know what? I could pop on an air conditioner, right? I could dress lighter. Cold... This sucks. This just sucks. There we go. 1 second here. Let me hop to the lobby. There we go. That's better. Whew. I think I'm. And the problem is, like, we have like overnight tonight into tomorrow, we have like warnings to where like the wind chill is going to be like negative 20 to 25 degrees Fahrenheit. That is cold. Can always bundle up versus cold too. Yes and no. Like when I'm inside and I have like my shirt on, this sweatshirt, a winter coat, my hands are freezing, my toes are ice, I'm all dressed up, I have a blanket wrapped around me. How much is too much? Where I'm like, fucking cold. Fingers are getting slower. Me and my reptilian fingers, they get too cold and I slow down. Although, you know, it's not that fun either to, like, sweat like a pig, you know? There's no good answer here. I'm okay with it being cold. Come on, it just can't be, like, literal, like, almost 0 degrees. This is too much. It's too much. Alright, let's cut this out. And we're gonna paste this in here. This is for mage armor, which means I can get rid of this, and I can get rid of this, and I can get rid of this. We are consolidating right now. Copy. Paste. Oh shit, what was this one? I think this is health. And just to be sure, I'm going to pop this back up. Yeah, this is health. Okay. Right, so now I should automatically apply that buff. Meditation bonus. I'm already doing it the new way. Excellent. Resist fire. Doesn't have this. Spirit of Bear Will. Yeah, this one's health as well, so I'm going to cut this out. Paste it in here. I guess I could trim that up a little bit. And then in here, let's pull up mage armor. We'll grab all of this, go back to Spirit of Bear, paste, and I can get rid of all of this. Excellent. All right, the tree ant one. Interesting. I really thought I had something in here. I guess not. I could clean this up, though. Oh, so I did have something in here and I moved away from it. All right, that would make sense. And what is this? This is the old stuff I don't need either. Spirit of Whale. Might as well do this one too. Get rid of that. Alright, that looks good. Spirit of Wolf. This one, I think it's the same. Yeah, it's the same thing. So I can get rid of these. And I think this is the old version of the spell, but I'll keep it. Spirit of Wolf's kind of like my test bed. Stealth isn't doing anything, and Swiftness isn't doing anything. Okay, so let me rebuild. Let me see what I missed. This will tell me. I'm changing methods. Oh, looks like it built okay. All right, let's go in and take a look. So I'll hop in, I will test Lich Form and Spirit of Wolf, make sure they still work. There's Lich Form. Spirit of Wolf. Looks like it still works. I won't let that tick away. So I did something, guys. I was thinking about meditation. And I thought to myself, you know, I want to have some kind of like mana bonus, like meditation bonus. Prince Sora! Oh, this hytale? I haven't seen it yet. Yep, this is hytale. This has been my modding obsession as of late. I'm making a magic mod for hytale. Welcome in. So I have it to where you can, like, I was thinking, like, in Vintage Story, I could sit, right? And then that kind of tapped into meditation. And then I was thinking, like, well, I could sit in chairs, right? But I don't think I want to sit in a chair for meditation. I still can. But I'm like, you know, like, sitting in a chair, it's not I could do better. So for now, if you sleep in a bed, like you'll see the sparkles kind of form around me. It's kind of weird. You can't be in like a beast form in a bed. Like you can't see yourself through third person. So let's wait for this to naturally tick away. We got another 30 seconds on it. I just want to make sure you could transform back. In one of the most recent patches, updates, they must be doing things behind the scenes. Because my old way of having your buff effect wear off and to convert you back into your model doesn't work. I had to change that to fix it. These M&Ms have to keep me warm in here. Brr. Alright, buff's about to wear off. Here we go. Alright, so like I was saying, you can lay down. And if you lay down for 10 seconds right now, so you're starting to pulse with mana, it gives you a buff, a mana buff. There we go. So I have a 10-minute mana buff. Right now it adds an additional maximum 100 mana. So I have it to where like you have a sleep buff now. I may make it to where like you could sit in a chair. Maybe like if you lay in a bed, it's 5 seconds. If you sit in a chair, you know, like maybe it's like 10 seconds, but I can now push spells onto, you know, onto you as a player through other means than, you know, through a wand. So that's fun. I also have it to where you can, I think I have it to where it's working, where I can do a spell and actually have it hit other players around you as well. I need to test that by getting another player in my test server to like see if they get the buffs, because I can't run more than one instance of Hytale on my you know computer at a time, so I got to get it like on my laptop. But I may have that to where it's like within a 5-block radius of the player. I'm going to have some spells like fly and whatnot, so I wanna add like fly being an AoE spell. And then I want to get a shape-shifting dragon form, where you can turn into a dragon by yourself and just kind of fly around. And maybe the AoE fly spell, like this guy right here. This one will be maybe, you know, like maybe it may make you go slower, right? But you could hit like all your friends with it. You know, like within maybe a certain limit. Like maybe I'll put like a 6 or 8 player cap on it. But yeah, it's been fun doing spells, right? Like pop on lich form and like fly around. Rested versus well rested, essentially. Yeah, for like the sleep buff, yeah. But it's a way to make your maximum mana pool bigger. Right? Like, I'm just trying to find ways to, like, give you more mana that's not, like, oh, permanent, you know? Like, I can make a set of armor and have you put it on. But that's not really, you know, that's like a permanent thing. I want magic to be a little more, I don't know, like, you do certain things to get certain things. Whee! Yeah, I should have popped barrier on. This spell is, like, awesome. It only lasts 5 seconds, though, so you really gotta make sure. Really gotta make sure. I should make some healing spells, too. I should make, like, a regen healing spell and, like, a burst healing spell. Kind of like flash heal regeneration. Although I don't think I want to call it flash heal this time. I want to call it something else. But yeah, I'm low on health. What am I gonna do? Oh yeah, and we have the shrink and the grow spell now. Let me actually create wands for those, and then we can test them, because I just right before stream I threw a bunch of things together. Maybe shrink and grow will work. But we will see. Alright, so let's go into resources. Items generated, weapons. I'll need to make a grimoire. We'll use fly. Right, so this is going to be shrink 1. Copy paste, and then this will be grow 1. And in here for the grimoires, it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to have to come up with icons for these. Shrink 1. And this will be grow 1. And I have shrink and grow here. I think, yeah, I have no icon right now. Heal, Vim, and regen, vigor. I think I was just gonna name regen. Like regeneration. I was just gonna go with that. Or that, regeneration, or just make it regen. It's the, I just didn't want flash heal. You know, like, I feel like it just isn't a good name. I regret using it for the Vintage Story mod. Because it's like a little tiny little pop heal for like a priest in World of Warcraft. That's where I got the name from. So that's not... Okay, so let's go into here. Let me make the staves now. Items. We'll make the grimoire first. So I think I will put these in the same vein as maybe mage armor. And this is going to be shrink. Ah, fuck. The frickin' server was running. Let me reload. Let me reload. Reload from disk and see what's saved. So we have the grimoires. Yep, we still have... It's gonna look like fly, but that's fine. Shrink. Okay, so I think it actually didn't screw me over that time. Good. Let's make grow here. We'll pull this up, and everywhere you see mage armor, make this shrink. And in here, everywhere you see mage armor, make it grow. Alright, that looks good. And that's just for the grimoire. We still need to go into weapons, wands. Copy paste. This will be shrink. Copy paste. This will be grow. And then in here, everywhere you see mage armor, this will be shrink, replace all. And then in here, same thing, but it's gonna be grow. Replace all. Okay, so that should do it. All right, let's go back in. Words tickle my brain and phrase vim and vigor to reference being full of life. Well, if I can't do better than heal for the main heal, maybe I'll go that route. You know how terrible I am with names. Don't I have hytale up? Did I shut down the game? I shut it completely down. Makes me nervous when I see me downloading something. Okay, good. I was gonna say, come on, man, not another update. It's not fair. Okay. So let's go into creative. So we got a couple more things now, right? We have the grow wand. This is my test magic chalk. Let me get rid of that. And that's fly. Where's shrink? Here's shrink. So we'll stand next to a chair. We'll see what this does. It apparently blows up in my face. That's what it does. All right, so let's take a look here. So it's upset with this. Let's take a look at shrink. So I would be getting the model. Cannot invoke, let's see, get random attachment IDs because model asset is null. I thought I could just get it through model component get model. Apparently not. And then this would be, the stat would be 0.25, right? Did I cast shrink? Yes, this would be with shrink. Now let's see if I turn into a wolf. Now let's cast shrink. I actually, yeah, it looks like it still had a problem with that. For now, just to make sure that the buff itself is working, we are going to look at shrink and grow. I will get rid of this part of it. We're going to restart everything. Hop back in. Because I just have to make sure that I connected all the other dots, right? That I have a buff that will, like, sit on you for, I think it's like a 5-minute buff for shrink and grow. Let me in. Did you know it's 32 M&Ms for one serving size? Roughly 1 ounce? I found that out today. Did you also know that M&Ms are not that good? Found that out today too. Okay, so I do see the buff in the corner here. I see it right here. So that's good. Whoops. Let's go back into here. Interestingly enough, when I hover over it, I can't see any of the statistics of it. See, I see like default buff text. Oh, I gotta localize that stuff. Right, but I'm seeing some things here, but I'm not seeing anything hovered over here. Which is interesting. Okay, so this should be shrink. What if I put this spell back on? See, it's not shrinking me down. Alright, let's take a look here. So I thought I could just go in and get my current model and then reapply that model through the lens of shrink. And I guess I can't do that through my set model. Let's put a print statement in here. I keep doing like RMR for like Rustbound Magic. mmutils.logger. And I will say spell shrink equals Give me the original model. Actually, give me this original model and give me just original, which is this guy right here. And I also want to see what the stats are. So let's also put that in. So I'll put a 1, a 2, and a 3 here. We're going to restart again. I think tonight my main goal is going to be to get that second account up and running and see if my player AoE stuff actually works, because then I can start making new spells that are just like spin-offs, like AoE spin-offs, right? So like I can have an AoE heal, AoE regen, AoE fly, you know, AoE run speed, things like that. Oh, you know what? It's actually a little different here. Whatever, I just can't see that third slot. I wonder if it's because of the window size. No, it's not. So I guess that's something with the game. For their buff system, they're not expecting you to have a bunch of buffs, maybe? I don't know. Let's pop this back on. Actually, I want to cast Shrink. Alright, and what did we see here? So we had Null, and then we had White Wolf. So, interesting. So it's pulling from my original model. So what if I put original model dot, I think it's just get model. No idea what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight. Whatever it is, I want it to be warm. I just want it to be warm. Okay. Oh, that was a crash. All right, what's going on? All right, spell effects store, get component. So it's having an issue here. Because this is in world execute. And this is when it's applying the spell effect. Interesting. Oh, here we go. So it's with this part. Yeah, this original model is null. Interesting. I wonder if it's null because I've yet to cast a spell. So if we go further up then, right? So it sees this is null. Oh, I got it wrong. Oh, wait a minute. It's been seeing original. It's been seeing this as something that's valid. Okay, now let's go back in. Either way, it got the right shrink value. Let me in. Okay. Well, it didn't crash that time. But it says cannot invoke, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Config model asset. Generate random attachment IDs because model asset is null. Model asset is null, which is actually down here. So it's saying that get scaled model. It's saying that this is null. But it shouldn't be null. See, this has to be a string. I need to see exactly what I'm trying to pass through here, because this is just the full model. Oh, I don't think I'm passing the rest of the stuff into this. Maybe that's what it means by attachments. Because I think I'm just putting in player, but I'm not putting the rest of the stuff in. You know what? Let's pivot from here. Let me pull up Spirit of Wolf. I'm going to put a couple print statements in Spirit of Wolf. Here, let's shut down. I'm going to copy these and paste them in here. And instead of get stats, I want size. Okay, I want to see this, right? Give me original model. Give me the size. And let's go ahead and start again. Dang, these M&Ms are so cold being in here. It's like as I'm chewing on them, it's like they're frozen. They're shattering in my mouth. I'm gonna chip a tooth. Let's hope not. Okay. So 1 is null. Oh, look at that. So I'm not detecting. Oh, jeez. That's why I'm not detecting the spell. I forgot to put the 1. I'm gonna have to go back through like bear form, whale, lich. I'm gonna have to put a 1. This is the longest one serving of M&Ms of my life. All right. Yay, that did it. Little wolf. With the same run speed. Oh, that's great. I can fit under a table. Could trap me in a cage. That's great. All right. So it looks like we figured that out. So let's pull up some of my spells here. Lich form. I'm gonna have to put a 1 in front of that. And then we got Spirit of Bear, which needs a 1. Then we got Spirit of Treant. Actually, you know what? Before I go any further with this, what I really should do is something like this. And then I can do spell name type shrink1 dot get key. This is how I should do it. That way, if I ever change this key, I won't have to remember, oh, I have a static string over here. Nope, it will automatically flag an error for me if there is an error. If not, it'll just inherit whatever changes, right? So this would be grow. So this is what I'm going to want to do. So now let's pull back up Spirit of Bear. Paste these in. Spirit of Trant. Paste. Spirit of Whale, which I have to fix eventually. Paste. Spirit of Wolf. Paste. There we go. I can get rid of this stuff. Alright, now let's go back in. This is the smarter way of doing this. So let's see if it works on Lich form. Can I become a tiny skeleton? And then let's do the large the grow spell. Oh, I should make those two exclusive to each other. So you can't have large and small together. Before we hop back in, let's do that as well. To do that, I'm gonna copy this, paste, and then I will say try remove buffs, and we'll say shrink, whoops, shrink and grow. And this would be, whoops, shrink, shrink, and then this would be grow. Whoops, grow. And I can get rid of these. And now let's go into here. Right here, I will say this dot try remove shrink grow. We're gonna have to put the right stuff in. Reference store and the spell name to exclude. We could actually use this as a reference. Copy, paste. And I want this in the grow spell. I want these to overwrite each other. Okay, now let's go in. So I should be able to cast the spell. And if it's the same spell, it's going to overwrite to, you know, put it back to like 5 minutes or whatever. I think it's 5 minutes that I have this buff last for. And if it's grow, it's going to remove shrink. And then if I do shrink, it's going to remove grow. Okay, so currently, I believe it's shrink that we have. Let me cast it. I can get rid of that, like ignore that error for now, right? So we have shrink. Now if I cast grow, looks like it did it. I only got one icon there. Excellent. Now if I do lich form, I have shrink on. Perfect. A little tiny skeleton. Oh, apparently the hitbox for this is actually a little further. You could hide right inside here. That's funny. Hitbox for my stuff is dead on. I was gonna say, can I like slide under this? Is there a way to do that? I'm not good. Alright, so that's good, right? So, what about the grow spell? Let's put grow on. But it's not gonna, because my grow and shrink spells are not gonna work, right? Like, by themselves yet. But if I cast it again, now I'm grown. So this is how big I can be. Significantly bigger. He's a giant. Get this toy bed out of here. Great. All right. let's put shrink back on, because it's funny. And we will test, like, Spirit of Bear. So I should turn into a little tiny bear. There we go. Little bear. Alright. Damn, it's cold. Rock on. You're still quick enough to where you can, like, I could run. It's like Mario. I could run over one, like, if I'm sprinting, I can run over the holes. Well, if I'm running normal, I'll fall in. Oh, love it. Look at that bear. Look at that health bonus. An extra 100 health points for being a bear. Love it. Now you want to see Shrink grow in VS? I bet. Yeah, they're so cool. Yeah, these are really cool. Little tiny lich form. I think that's great. Crazy Carl, hey, Charles and I are watching. He's interested in the game. Yeah, this is Hytale. It's a lot of fun. I've been designing mods for it. We got a magic mod we're working on. And my magic mod right now, you can shapeshift into different animals and stuff. It's really fun. Definitely fun. So let's try and get the shrink and grow spells to work. Oh, here, let me see what it looks like trying to sleep in bed. So I don't think I can sleep in bed with lich form. Oh no, I can't sleep at all. You may sleep starting at, it's telling me I can't sleep yet. I was like, I bet you if I shrink myself small enough, I could go underneath this bed probably. Look more into modding, and it seems rough for a newbie since there isn't documentation released yet. Yeah, it's true. It's a learning curve, but I just join streams like mine, and we're doing this live. Also started learning the wrong language. Started JavaScript instead of Java. You know what? You will probably use it at some point. It's not a waste, right? It's something, you learn something new. I love how I can go underneath my table now. I didn't know I could do that. And actually hit my head on the top. That's pretty neat. Alright, so let's try to fix the grow and the shrink spell, because it's working if the buff's already on you, and then you do one of the other polymorphic buffs, it works well. But I want to shrink you down. Like, if you're already a form, I want to shrink down that form, or grow whatever form you currently have. So that's what we are gonna have to try to figure out now. So, good. I used the shrink spell last. See, so shrink spell, it has the original model as the player model. So I take a snapshot of the player. And then I have the model asset for the skeleton because I have lich form right now, right? And then it's getting the stat correctly for a 0.25. But, yep, that is correct. That is correct. And then I cast it as a float when I put it in here because get stats is a double. Oh my goodness, it's cold in this room. Oh, I wish I wasn't cheap. I turn on that heater. I suffered all work day in this. I had my winter coat on. All I have are these last two M&Ms to warm my soul. Red and green. Oh my god, they're so cold. It's like shattering glass. Alright. Wow, 32 pieces go by so fast. That is one serving, in case anyone wanted to know. Okay. So it's clearly having a problem in here. Let's take a look at the crash. Or, it's not a crash, right? But failed to run task. You know what? Let's not do it through here. Let me copy this out. Go back into shrink, and instead of this, we are going to execute on the world thread right here. Model component. It has a problem with model component. Oh, because I have owner ref, right? This needs to be shooter reference. Am I using this somewhere else? Oh, I have it right here. Oh, okay. Yoink. we'll just get rid of that. So I don't want original model to be overwritten. You know what? Actually, I think I do. We will keep this, and then I need to get model name. So let's get a string, and I'll call this model name equals, let's get model component, actually, we'll get original model dot, and I believe it's just get model. And what we're gonna have to do is verify this information, so I am going to say model name. So I want to see what it's going to produce here. We don't need this print statement or this one anymore. I just have to make sure that it's the correct string. This, instead of owner reference, this will be the shooter reference, and then for size, this is going to be a float casted. This dot get stats. So this should preserve whatever your current model is, and then run it through the scaled model, like create a new scaled model, and assign that to the player to increase your size. Alright, so let's stop the server and start it back up. It's amazing how fast this game, like, starts. Like, how fast the servers start. We'll see if we could beat our 7-second cast time. Or start time, I should say. Cast time, jeez. Oh, it's 8 seconds that time. It's a little sluggish. I don't know. Here, let me drink some of my ice water. Life-giving water. Okay. So let's put shrink on. So the buff did hit, but we clearly did not shrink. Now I should be able to see... Okay, so in here... So it's saying the same thing. Cannot invoke... Generate random attachment IDs because model asset is null. So it's saying model asset is null. And what did we have here? Oh... Oh, this isn't the string. Get model is not the string. That's actually what that is. That is the blocky model. So that's the block bench actual model. Oh boy. Wrong. It's not what I want. Wait, so we'll get model here, right? And then down here. Oh, it's the asset ID, I think is what it is. Oh, boy. Slacking for sure. You know it. Oh, my goodness. I only get, like... Well, it takes, like, 3 seconds to compile, and so I get 10 seconds to warm my hand. I got 15 minutes until I have to be an adult. And I gotta figure out what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. Oh. Alright, let's try the shrink spell. Hey, it worked! Oh, but look what it did! We're not a dark elf anymore, so I think I need to find a way to preserve your character attachments. I think this is just the generic player. But we're shrunk down. We did it. Yeah, so it got player. Let's try to take a look at this, right? So I think I need to invoke something like this, to where I also pass the attachment IDs. So let's go back into the shrink spell. I'm just going to go ahead and turn it off. I'm going to have to create a new... Here, let's go back in. So what is this? This is going to be a map, string map, for the random attachment IDs. Okay. So let's go up here and we will say map, string. I will say attachment IDs. Or I'll just do attachment ID equals. Oh boy, how do you do this? New map string. No, that's not it. Java, you gotta do something specific. New. Is it hash map? New hash map? And then this would be string. We're learning Java. This doesn't look right. Where am I doing this? Where I have to create a new hash map. Oh, I know. Let's go into Mythbound Magic. New hash map. So that's refreshing it, and then when I'm adding things in, you have to put them in. Oh, but you know what? I actually don't need to initialize. Well, I guess I could. I could maybe do something like this, right? To where it's a new map, and then I can say attachment IDs equals this dot original model dot random attachment IDs. And now I should be able to pass this right there. Oh. I'll type it in. Here we go. So I will put in the attachment IDs with this. So let's see if we can preserve the work people have done. And actually with this, I could probably pipe it into the old method that changes your character anyways. Probably just put it into there, because I'll probably need it for like a dispel buff, which is what we'll have to do eventually, right? So this is what we should look like. My awesome dark elf with the scar on his face. Here, let's hide our helmet, right? This is what we should look like originally. Oops, there we go. So let's try it. Shrink. Nope. Oh no, we failed. Were there any errors? No errors popped up. Interesting. Let's get some print statements. When in doubt, print statement it out. So let's get the model name. And I also want to see what it has for attachment ID. So we'll put this as 3. Charles got a kick out of that. Oh, I need to make a resist cold spell. IRL. All right. So I need to see the name. I need to see what it thinks it got for the get random attachment IDs. Is that the one we want? Or is it get attachments? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I bet it's get attachments. Which means I could just comment this part out. We'll create this into a local variable, right? Because this is just a model attachment array. And then down here... See, but it's looking for something specific in here. Let's take another look here. So, see, it wants the random attachments. Overriding box, static model. Our solution is in here. I think I'm gonna put it back. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's undo that. Undo. There we go. Let me at least see what it's printing out here. So we're gonna shut down again. Wow, my toes are getting cold. Oh my god, they feel like they are radiating frost right now. Oh my gosh. My toes are taking frost damage. It's a damage over time. Oh. Okay. Cast the spell. It sees it as null. Ooh. Interesting. Alright, so what if I copy this, paste, we will put this as ID2. And then I will get attachments. Well, let's look through here. Is there anything else, right? Get detailed boxes. That's not what we want. Get particles. What is this? Get phobia? Are our models afraid of things? That doesn't make sense at all. Alright, get attachments. We will create a local variable here, and we're going to get another print statement. Let me just shut down the game now. So tell me what you think the attachments are in here. Maybe I have to do something where, maybe I have to build a map based on the model attachments? Although I could also be going about this all wrong, and maybe it's not through the original model. Maybe there's like another place that I get this information. Reconnect. Ugh. I need a warm meal. Oh, look at that. We got something that's kind of gobbledygook, but it did see model attachment. It still sees this as null, so it seems like there's nothing in here. And we still look like a bald human, yup. I could just see it from my hand. Not cool. But if I do lich form, it turns me into a lich. Now, my question is, will this... How should the grow spell and shrink spell work? It should probably shrink you down. Yeah. I'm trying to be lazy. I just thought myself right out of that. Oh, I'm a naked skeleton! Because it cleared my armor. I no longer look like a cool robed skeleton. Oh, actually, it's not that I cleared my armor. I'm hiding my mage armor. That's what I'm used to looking like. You know what? We'll go with naked skeleton. Imagine this guy coming towards you in PvP. Although I swim in 1 block water. And my breath too. Look at that. Ah. That's great. That's great. All right, so I'm waiting for this buff to expire. I want to see if it preserved my dark elf look, or if it's going to put me back into, you know, whatever the the default person is. So we got like 15 seconds left of this buff. And if we figure this stuff out, maybe the next spell will be turning us into a dragon that can fly. And it'd be even cooler if you could have people like mount on you. Hey, it did! It did preserve that stuff! And I'm still shrunk down. This is what we wanna see. Look at this big old book. Alright. So that tells me a couple of things, actually. So we're creating a scaled model. And we're getting this from new model. And from the new model, we're getting the model name. Is there another thing beyond get asset? Get asset map. Interesting. Get children, get keys, get asset pack. I don't think that's it. I think maybe we want to take a look at... So string to model asset. Is there anything in new model? We have a get attachments. But it's going to give us back the attachment array. We have the get random attachment IDs. I guess my thing is, I don't know how this game is preserving whatever your, like, are they even called attachments? Or is it one of the other many things down here? Let's see if anything jumps out at us, right? You have a get random attachment set. Oh, look at that one. That is a map that has a string to a map, and in that map it has a string to a model attachment. Ooh. Hold on. Ah, but I don't have anything in here. Get animation map. That's not gonna be it. So what if I do something like this and I say new model, get random attachments. Dot contains key player. No, it can't be anything like that. I'm just trying to, I think I'm overthinking this. I think the solution is actually a much... See, this is generate random attachment IDs. I don't think I want to generate... Is that new generating? Like new generation? Get attachments. See, this get attachments wants to pull up the map. So it's a map. What if I put in... What, this one, right? If I put that in... No. No, because it's looking for a map. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Can I get a count? Here, we can get the length. I want to see how many attachments this thing has. So we will get the length down here, right? Because if I see it's only one thing, this may not even be what we want, because I have a lot of choices on this, right? Like, I have a custom skin color, the pointy ears, the scar on the face, the hairdo, the goggles, equipment, right? There's a whole profile. Right, that's a whole dedicated look. And it's saved somewhere, because when the buff wore off, it brought me back to what I should look like. I'm kind of curious here. Instead of new model, what if I do this original model? So it wants a model asset. Here, let's put this back to new model. And then in here, instead of model name... Oh, wait, it's the same thing. Wait a minute. Time out, Vice. Time out. This isn't right. I already have the model name, right? It should be player. And then from here, maybe I can do... I want to see what that get attachments is, right? So let me look at model name dot... Here, let's do test 1 equals model name dot... Why didn't I not see the get attachments here? Oh, because I have to push this further down. Let's get rid of that. Yes. Yep. That is my warning. I must leave soon. New model. Dot get attachments. See, it wants something in here, right? Like call to string, implicit call to string array on array return to call to new method invocation get attachments may produce a null point exception. So for here, I'll do test 1. We'll create this local variable, and then I gotta go. See, it still wants something in there. It wants an argument. And it wants like the whole map for like the random attachment IDs. I mean, I may have to like custom build it. All right, well, let's see who else is playing this game. Hytale. Let's keep the good times going. Let's raid someone. Who are we gonna raid? We are going to raid... Let me scroll down the list here. You know, I would have expected this list to get a little smaller. See you later, Crazy Carl. See you later, Charles. Here, this person. Hytale, we're building stuff. Let's build. All right, this person is apparently just building. It's gotta be someone where I can raid and run. This is gonna be that person. Megan KD. Megan KD. So let's do /raid Megan KD. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We have made some pretty decent progress here. I just need to tweak the shrink and grow spell to be able to work on their own, and then I think we got it. And then from there, I can create the dragon shapeshift spell just because we have dragons in the game, and I think it'd be really cool to be able to turn into one. Even cooler if I could make it to where like a player could mount on your back and you could fly around with a player on your back. But let's you know, walk one foot at a time, right? One step at a time. We'll fix this. I want to add some healing spells, and then, well, you know, we'll just keep expanding this magic mod. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, adios, see you later, bye.